Hey you guys, what's up? Hey girl, hey, it is your girl Tasha and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video guys, Profusion just launched a bunch of new stuff, so I'm super excited to get into it because I don't know about you guys, but I thought they fell off. I was like, damn, Profusion, what are you doing? But they surprised me and I picked up a bunch of their stuff from their website. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright y'all, so as you can tell, I already have my base and brows on. Now I picked up some of their new liquid blushes. I picked up 3 of them, and these are their new liquid blushes. They look very similar to the ones from SheGlam, so we will get into these in just a moment. I picked up 3 of their new lip tints. These are the Perfect Pout Soft Matte Lip Tint. I'm hoping that these are different than the last ones that they launched. So I picked up 3 of those. And then they also launched pigment bases for your eyeshadow. So I picked up one of those. They have it in, what is this, neutral, and they also have it in white. And then I also picked up one of their Whipped Glow Mousse highlighters. And then they launched these really cute little 5-pan palettes. So I picked one up in Peaceful Peony and the other one in Pretty Puppy. So I'm gonna try to use both of these eyeshadow palettes today. But before I get into anything, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch everything for you guys. If you're one of the ones who just wants to see application, just check the little red cursor at the bottom of the screen and it'll let you go ahead and move forward because there's going to be timestamps. So let's go ahead, jump into some swatches, and then I'll bring you in and we'll start with the eyes. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with the Perfect Pout Soft Matte Lip Tints. And I want to firstly apologize if these are just like repackaged, because I know, I think it was sometime last year they launched these, or some like this, and I purchased, I think, all of them and swatched them for you. So starting off from top to bottom, the first shade is in the shade Curious. Now I went ahead and did 2 swipes of each for you. The second shade is in Loyal, which is like a nude shade. And then the third shade I picked up is in the shade Humble. Just kind of like a rosy pink. Honestly, my favorite one just from the swatches is the very top one. And again, that shade is in Curious. So like this really pretty wine color. All right. And then I did pick up one of their whipped highlights. I don't think that these are new, but it's new to me. And so here's what it looks like in this little package right here. It's very metallic-y, very wet looking, very smooth and creamy. So very pretty. And it's a Whipped Glow Mousse highlight. This one is in Sweet Whip. All right. So I'm gonna move on to swatching the liquid blushes, and then we will swatch the palettes. And then, but first I have to show you the packaging on these liquid blushes because they're beautiful. So here is Bellini. Look at that packaging. Is that not gorgeous? It's like kind of like a diamond-esque glittery moment, but the glitter's not coming off the packaging, so I do like that. And then here's the applicator right here. It's like a triangle spongy type applicator where you could just do this. You could press it on your hand, you know, and kind of like pick it up with whatever tool you want to use. Next shade is in Mai Tai. I will swatch these again for you. And then the other shade is in Rose. I don't recall how many shades of these they had. I only picked up what I thought I would use. And then so Peaceful Peony is this cute little palette right here. And then when you open it up, it has a really small little mirror right here, which is really cute. And then here are the shades. You get 4 shadows and a glitter. Here is Pretty Puppy. Same thing, you get a little mirror on the side here, and then you get your 4 shadows and then a glitter. All right, I will be back with some swatches. So Pretty Poppy swatched beautifully, you guys. That pressed glitter, oh my goodness. And the mattes are really creamy, as well as the shimmer. If you've never tried the glitters, Profusion has some of the best pressed glitters ever. That's one swatch, and I'll prove it to you. That's their pressed glitter. Gorgeous! Alright, for the Profusion Blush Hour Soft Matte Liquid Blushes, top to bottom we have Mai Tai, which is my favorite as of right now. Then we have Bellini, the second one. And then the very last one is Rose. Alright, y'all, let's get into some eyeshadow, because I can't wait no more. I am going to go ahead and apply the pigment-based eyeshadow primer, which I need to open up. I don't think this is the same thing as their regular primer that I have. It looks really different. So if you have their primer, know that this is a new one. This is actually called a pigment base. It says keep your shadow game strong with this long-lasting pigment base with a creamy and silky smooth formula that doesn't budge and easily blends. This primer will enhance the color vibrancy of your eyeshadows while keeping it crease-free all day long. Universally flattering, and a helpful how-to guide included. So it actually tells you how to use it. I already know how to use a pigment base, so I'm not gonna use that. So this is what it looks like. Very similar to their eyeshadow primer packaging, only this one's more sleek, really pretty. So that's what it looks like. I did apply quite a bit. I'm not going to use all of that. I don't need all of that. I'm just going to take a soft, fluffy brush, bring you guys in, and then I'm going to apply this to my eyelids. You guys, I do want to apologize that I did not take the time to read all the packaging to you. I just figure it takes more time when I could be spending more time showing you guys how the products work. And if you want to, you could always, of course, go on the website, which I'll have everything linked for you as I can link it. And then the stuff that I can't link will be available on the Profusion website, which I will put down in the description box. So this does have some pigmentation to it, hence the name Pigment Base. So if you have like veiny lids or, you know, just anything up there that you want to cover, it does cover nicely. A little bit goes a very long way with this, I'm seeing. And then I'm just taking my sponge to blend it out. You could use your finger, a brush, whatever you like. Doesn't feel like it's gotten tacky or anything. I am going to add just a tiny bit more to this eye to match up with this one. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to start off with this lighter shade here, and then I'm going to move into the deeper shades. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the glitter, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use this. I will basically, from side to side, I'll have it numbered down in the description box so you guys do know what shades I used. I'm going to try my hardest to use them all. Wow, not a lot of pickup in the pan. Very nice Profusion. Very, very nice. So the primer is creasing on me, but I don't like to set it anymore just because I want the full color payoff. I do think it helped that shadow because when you swatch this, it's really, really light. I don't even know if you guys can see the shadow, but I'm going to go ahead and go in with it one more time. Look at that color. It's really pretty. You guys, I apologize if my eyes were like looking crazy. I tried out the e.l.f. Camo powder foundation today on my under eyes, and yeah. Not sure if I'm liking it. Underneath of it, I do have the Profusion foundation, and I forgot how pretty it is. This purple is really, really pretty, and it's blending out really nicely on top of that pigment base. I think I want to go in with these two shades right here, and then instead of using this on my lid, I think I'm going to use it on the inner corner, and I'm going to take one of their glitter shadows that I already had on hand. I have Glitz and Glimmer. I think I'm going to use Glitz, which is like this really pretty kind of champagne-y shade. We will see. Y'all will have to excuse me. My favorite brushes that I'm using are disgustingly dirty. So adding a little bit of depth into my crease. The only thing I've noticed about some purple shadows is that if you're not careful, it'll look like you got punched in the face. Alright, taking this color right here, the deepest shade, going on the outer V. Taking that lightest shade just a little bit. There we go. I was getting a little crazy out there for a second. Guys, I apologize for my voice. I've been up since like 3 in the morning because I'm crazy like that. And it is like 12:30 in the afternoon right now. So I'm starting to get really sleepy. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with Glimmer off camera. I'll be right back. And we'll finish up the eyes and then move on to the blush. Alright guys, not my best eye look, but certainly not the worst. Let's go ahead and go in with the Blush Hour Soft Matte Liquid Blush in Mai Tai. And I'm just going to dot this on my cheeks. Ooh, wait a minute, y'all. I ain't got bronzer on. Hold on. We're going to speed right through it. Now, blush. Mai Tai. And I'm just going to take that with a, what do you call these brushes? Duo fiber. Get it together, Tash. Get it together. I gotta be real, you guys. It's pretty. But as I'm like getting ready here, I'm like looking at my skin because I'm like, damn girl, I've been slacking on taking care of my skin. Like for real. So this time I didn't want to be afraid to really go in with some product and see what happens. Because y'all know me, I love blush. Much better. That is gorge. I love this color, you guys. This one again is in Mai Tai. And I did apply this over powder in case you're wondering. So I'm going to add a little bit more here. And if you think you've added too much, just take your powder brush, pat, pat, pat over the, I mean, it'll really calm it down. But I like a lot of blush, so yeah, I really like this. But I'm going to try the highlight now. I'm just going to go in with my finger with the highlight. This is, again, in Sweet Whip. And I got this on their website still. It said it was a Walmart exclusive on the website. I'm just going to go in with my ring finger because I don't want to do too much. So I'm picking up some product like so. I'm putting it on the back of my hand and just kind of spreading it out a little bit. And I'm just going to pat my cheeks. I think this is one of those products that's just too glittery for me. You know, I'm in my 30s and I don't like products that are like that, like real glittery, because they really highlight texture. So the highlighter's a pass for me, but I really think I'm going to enjoy these blushes, you guys. They're just so easy to work with. The highlighter, no. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a lip liner, and we're gonna get into the lip tints. I am gonna swatch them on my lips for you guys so that you can see what they look like on my skin, and maybe that will help you if you're looking for one for your skin. Okay, all I did was go ahead and remove my lip mask. The first one I'm gonna try out is Loyal. That's what the doe foot looks like, just your regular doe foot. So here is one layer. This is without a lip liner or anything, it's just the lip tint. And I'm going to go in with another layer. Again, this is in Loyal. The next shade is in the shade Humble. It's one layer of the shade Humble. I'm going to show you guys two layers. And now we're going in with the shade Curious. One layer, two layers. This is the shade Curious, sloppily applied to my lips. I would go ahead and apply a lip liner to this just to kind of clean it up. I'll be right back. I'm going to wrap up the rest of my makeup, and I'm going to come back and chat with you guys about these products. Alright, you guys, so this is the final look that I came up with using Profusion products. So first things first, I want to talk about the lip product. I am not the most experienced with lip stains and whatnot, but I do know that I really like this darker shade here. Now, it's going to take me a lot of time to work with this, and that's okay. I know that there's like tips and tricks where you can use concealer to clean up, you know, any areas or whatnot where you're like outside the lines and stuff, but keep in mind, like I'm trying to keep in mind, it's a lip stain, so even though I used a lip liner, it's going to look like a stain. Does that make sense? So really like this one. Again, you guys, this shade is in the shade Curious. These other two, I'm not so sure yet. This one is a little out there, like bam in your face, hey look at me, kind of bright for me. Personally, do I think it looks good on tan skin? I absolutely do. I just don't know if it's my cup of tea. And then the nude one is just, my lips right now are like super dry, so I don't think it's the best shade for me. I am probably going to pass these two on, but I'm really happy that I found this one. I really like this. It seems like a more smoother and creamier formula than the past ones that I tried out. If I can find that video, I'll link it here. But these just seem a little bit better. I don't know if it's just me or if they're actually like a different formula or something. Also, guys, I know I didn't mention prices in today's video. They will be listed down below for you. I test a lot of makeup, so it's hard for me to remember all the prices. So the next two products, or excuse me, next three I want to talk about is their liquid blushes. These are a fabulous formula. They're very thin and that you don't feel them when you put them on over your powder. It's not moving your powder and foundation around as you're pat or swiping it around with a brush or whatnot. I don't know that I like the other two colors that I got. My favorite one so far is Mai Tai. Which is the shade I'm wearing now. I love the packaging. It's so girly and so cute. You guys, and I think these were like $5 or $6. Can you believe that? So anyway, if it wears well, which I will update the description box and let you know, if it wears well, this might be a new game changer for me. These other two shades, I don't know. I'm going to have to play with them. I think this rose shade would be great for like super pale skin. I don't think it's going to be a good one on me. But this Bellini shade, we might be onto something here. It's kind of like a bronzy shade actually, which really surprised me because online it looked more peachy. But I mean, as you blend it out, if you're my skin tone or lighter, you could probably use this as like a nice little bronze. So it is a pretty color. I just don't know yet. Formula wise though, I do like these. Moving on. So these eyeshadow palettes are really decent for what they are. I think the glitters in these alone are enough to warrant the price tag. I think these were like $5. Girl, don't get me lying. Don't get me lying. We all know that Profusion has really affordable prices, and their eyeshadows are generally really good. I think these are no exception. Now, I was disappointed by the shade right here, just because it's not a true shimmer. It's more like a topper, and I wanted a shimmer to put on my lids. But this did go in the inner corner. It is pretty for what it is, but all in all, I mean, it's okay. It's not like a game changer for me. I could pass these on to my niece and not miss them, even though they're pretty decent. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for eyeshadows, I highly recommend. I think that they're decent. But if you're an eyeshadow palette hoarder like myself, you don't need them. But they are pretty. I think that was all the new products that I tested from Profusion. Give me just a second. Oh. The Pigment base. Where is that? You guys, this is nice. This is nice for what it is. I am going to test it a little bit longer before I say, hey, run right out and get this. Because to me, an eyeshadow primer, I'm not going to be able to tell you right off the bat. I can tell you this. The shadows blended great right on top of it, and that was without setting it or anything like that. I think that they did come through a little more vivid with the Pigment base, but I don't know that I could replace my Viseart eyeshadow primer with this yet. So check the description box. I will let you guys know, as I've been able to test this at least 1 to 2 more times before you see the description box. The other product that they sent over, I'm actually going to throw in a giveaway, and I think this is part of their new bold liners. This one is in the shade Psych, and they have some new neon bold liners as well as pastel. I just don't wear a lot of liquid liner, and if I do, it's going to be black, brown, or blue. So this product right here, Whipped Glow Mousse Highlight, not for me, but it doesn't mean that you won't like it. This would be a pretty inner corner highlight, maybe a little bit of a brow bone highlight, but for me, I'm more mature than like the 20-somethings or the teens that watch. And I have textured skin, large pores. This is just not a good product for me, or for my ride or dies that may be watching this that have textured skin. This will highlight everything. So if you guys need recommendations for highlighters, let's chat below. I got you. Ones that will just highlight, you know, the high points of your face and really make it really like glowy, but not like, ooh, look at your large pores glowy. You know what I mean? So I would say pass on that. All in all, guys, I think that they did a great job with the new products that they did come out with. I do know that they have several more of these palettes, several more of the blushes, and a few more shades of the lip stains. So if you want to hop on over to their website, check them out. I do have a link below that will save you some money off of your order. So there you go. All right, you guys, so that is it for today's video. I want to thank you guys, as always, for taking time out of your busy day to come hang out with me. I want to chit chat down below what products that were shown here today have kind of piqued your interest. Have you purchased anything recently from Profusion? Were you kind of like me and thinking like lately, like, I don't know, like last 6 to 8 months, like, where's the good stuff? What are you guys doing? Did you guys fall off? And then kind of say like, hey, thanks for the new products. So yeah, if you guys want to save some money off at Profusion, you can check out the link in my description box. It's not an affiliate link, it's just a referral link. Like anybody can refer anybody, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just want to know, did you guys enjoy today's video? Do you want to see some more videos like this? Or are you guys like me and kind of ready for a change? I do have some new exciting content coming up, and I hope that you guys will hit that subscribe button and join me for the next one. So stay safe out there, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!